Hello, welcome to week one of our course, Module Unit 1. This serves as the overview and introduction for Unit 1, Preparing Educators for Differentiated Instruction. This module will go from July 8th, first day of our course, to July 13th. Just really quickly, the process of all of the lectures for the unit are in this format, or not in this unit, but the entire course are in this the same format. It says here the lectures of the course serve as summaries of content read or required to review for the current week. So any course content that you see in the module could and will be discussed within the actual lectures, in addition to sometimes I like to add in additional resources, especially after reviewing any comments or anything, or reviewing the unit again prior to it being published. So the lectures are intentional in that they kind of cover the things that you don't get to necessarily through just reading through content. I will always try to keep the lectures under 20 minutes. My goal is 10 because I know from previous responses that people will stream them. They don't have time to view really long videos. So if I have to chunk them, I will. But most times they will only run for a minute or to 2 minutes for the overview, and then the actual lecture content will run for approximately, I'm going to say, 10 to 15 minutes at the max. And they usually run in this structure. For this particular course, you will have an introduction and overview. You will also have reading and content discussion. That will be lecture part 2. And then lecture part 3 after this unit 1 will be models of mentioned differentiation methods within subject areas. For this week, it's pretty simple. We're going to read an article that was written prior to Carol Ann Tomlinson's book that we've been working in throughout each of the courses. So this shouldn't be any new information for you. And then the objectives here, what defines differentiated instruction. So we're going to go a little bit deeper in that definition. We've already kind of surfaced what differentiation is. But we're going to go deeper into that definition by looking at the roles of students and teachers, and also the structure of the classroom and how those things should look. We will also look at the purpose of differentiated instruction, and then, like I said, the roles and responsibilities of educators in these types of environments of learning, so that if you are using this method, that you're using it in a way that actually supports the structure of the teaching approach. Hopefully by the end of this, you'll be able to analyze and understand differentiated instruction and apply your new knowledge and expand the current knowledge that you have. And then you should be able to understand your role as the educator within differentiated instruction classroom settings, and then also apply the definition of differentiated instruction to classroom management approaches. So some of that will come later on. There are 2 tasks for this week that you will be able to apply some of the things that you've learned. They include a class discussion, which it serves as a reflection. So I am combining a lot of the assignments so that you don't have to have so many, but to increase the value of what you do, kind of pairing things together. So the class discussion will serve as the reflection of this week, and I just wanted you to have the opportunity to kind of think about how differentiation instruction shows up in your classrooms. And then the reading quiz 1 is part 1 and part 2. Part 1 for the first reading, then part 2 for the second reading. The first reading is just that article. The second reading entails chapters 1 through 31, or pages 1 through 31, which is chapters 1 through 5 in the book that we already have. If you have any questions, please let me know. This covers everything that you need to know about Unit 1. Feel free to explore deeper. The Padlet is still up, so and it'll be for this particular course. So please feel free to read ahead and dive in if you like to. Have a great rest of your week.